Okay, one of the things about inventory is obviously, where do you get inventory? Well, in the paintball industry and every other industry I've ever heard of, you've got a place called the distributorship or the distributor. And those are the people that you'll have to get accounts with in order to get the inventory you need to obviously resell to your customers. Now, obviously, and this is for all sorts of different people, I mean, you may already know that you need a business license. Okay, something like that was set up with my accountant took care of that for me. You apply for the business license, and I forget how much exactly it costs, but you have to work that out and pick the right type of business. There's LLC, there's corporations, there's all sorts of different types of businesses that you can open. So pick the right business classification for yourself before you open. And again, your accountant or your lawyer, which is important pieces of opening a business, will be able to tell you what's good for you, what isn't, and so on and so forth. So acquiring your business license will allow you to buy at wholesale prices, which obviously are less than retail, and then the profit margin between wholesale and retail is where you're going to get your money in order to pay your bills, your rent, obviously, your electric, your phone bill, your internet service, whatever other bills you've got for your business, obviously, is taken care of by the profit. So yes, getting a business license is also part of the process of opening up your business. So talk to a lawyer, talk to an accountant. I'm sure your parents or someone you know knows one of those. Or again, go to the phone book or go to the internet and go local and talk to one. And again, a cost, maybe, consulting fee they charge for something like that will be a certain amount of money. So be prepared to start spending money right away, right? As soon as you start even the thought of opening up a business, that's something else you want to take care of. So once you've got your license, your business license, and the state's going to issue your business license, you're going to get a nice certificate that says, this is your business. You start to set up your accounts with your distributors, and you call them up. You say, I'm so-and-so Paintball, and I'd like to start an account. They send you a bunch of paperwork about that thick, and then you have to fill that out. And then they process your account, and then they open you up in business, and then you can begin to purchase from them at the wholesale price. And again, you can go online and I think find a lot of distributors out there that have good names. Again, Smart Parts, they're a distributor, obviously, they're a manufacturer. Die Precision, Tippmann Pneumatics, Tippmann Sports. All the different companies, you can call the telephone number and ask them to send you over the paperwork. Even before you get your business license, you could even do that. You can say, look, Tippmann, please send me your business application. And you can get all the applications and start filling them out. And then, of course, leave out your business information. With your license, you have to, obviously write in your business license number and all the other things. So you can fill them all out and leave those out until you get your business license. So you can get a jump start on opening up your business by getting those files and starting the paperwork. Again, business license is very, very important. One of the first things you'll ever do. So take care of that, and then from there you'll move on. Okay, now since we're finished talking about inventory, what to get, what not to get, things like that, one of the main things that you need is all your behind-the-scenes stuff. Now when I say behind-the-scenes, that's tools, so you can work on your paintball guns, markers, whatever you want to call them. You need your air system. You obviously need to sell CO2. So you need to get the CO2 distributor. You can never make your own CO2. I don't know of any paintball business right now that makes their own CO2, but you can make your own compressed air. So there's two different ways you can do this type of thing. Now, if you follow me, I'll take you into the back room where all the magic happens. Okay. All right. My back room is pretty shitty, to be honest with you. But what you need, my friends, is tools. Tools. Drill press. Very important to have that. Okay. That's expensive. It's like $100 for that thing. And all the different tools that are back here are very important to paintball. Now, surveillance system, that's also something else you can use when you have the time to buy that. But yeah, overall, tools are really what's gonna make or break you. Having the right tools to work on a paintball marker is critical, because if you don't have the right tool, first of all, it's going to be time consuming because you don't have the right tool to work on this piece of equipment. You want to be able to get these repairs done quickly and efficiently and not scratch or destroy what you're working on. Without the right tools, I noticed, from pro shops I've worked in the past, and even myself, if you don't have the right tool for the job, you're going to ruin the paintball gun, and the repair is going to come out really crappy. And that customer, never going to come back to you again. And he's going to tell all of his buddies, and those buddies are going to tell those buddies that, don't go to this paintball store because they screwed his gun up. You don't want to ever get a repair done there. All right, so get the right tools. Now, again, I can be here for a few hours just describing each tool you need. So that'll be up to you to kind of make sure that you can do your homework. Ask different pro shop owners what kind of tools they need. You can call up even the places that make the guns. Like you call Smart Parts and have a little chit chat with their tech if he's not too busy. You could call up Die Precision and ask their techs what kind of tools they use. So you have some homework to do. I can't do all the work for you. So key point is tools. Gotta have them. Gotta have the right ones. Air systems. Now, what you want to do to get air is call up a welding supply company. I'm sure every state in the United States has some sort of welding supply place. Now, depending on where you live, I've heard CO2 costing quite a bit, and I've also heard CO2 costing very little. It'll really be up to you to get the right deal. I can't really tell you how much CO2 costs. Again, this video is not to give away everything, but you shouldn't be paying a lot of money for CO2. That's where a lot of the money comes from in paintball. Air fills, all right, and price your air according to what your expenses are, okay, so that you can make a profit off that. So CO2, welding supply company. Get in the old phone book, online, whatever you have to do, and take care of that. Now, there's a different way you can go about doing compressed air. You can also go to the welding supply place and get their bottles pre-filled, but those are very expensive. A 5,000 psi bottle. We'll only get a small amount of fills, believe it or not, and then you're going to have to get more air from them. So air is tricky, okay? Compressed air or nitrogen I'm talking about. You can get a booster. Now you can expect to spend about, $3 grand. And that's something like this over here. That's a booster. Okay, that booster is from NitroDuck. It's been performing very well for me. It's very easy to use. And it costs, like I said, about $2,700. Minus the fittings, all this good stuff right over here. I had to buy these extra. Okay, so yeah, look for a booster possibly. All right, used boosters online. Gotta watch out; they're hard to find sometimes, and they're also hard to find the quality that you're looking for. Some boosters that you buy online will be shit. Excuse my French. They'll be falling apart, and you just bought yourself a headache. So, if you're gonna buy a booster, buy one new. Because that way, it'll give you a lot of life. You'll be able to run this thing. I've been running this guy for about 4 years. So it's been doing very well for me. Or, you could go off the deep end and buy a $20,000 unit, okay? And that pumps its own air, it pumps to those bottles, and now you have compressed air. So, again, you have to decide how you're going to make your air for your customers, what's sufficient for you, and what your budget dictates.